In spring, people flock to the woodlands of Illinois to enjoy the beauty of wildflowers, to hunt wild turkeys, and to search for morels. What are morels, and why do people want them? Morels are a type of fungi. You can learn more about fungi in our Illinois mushrooms video podcast. The part of a fungus that you are probably familiar with is one of the reproductive structures. They only appear when conditions are favorable for their formation. They arise, produce spores, and then disintegrate. Spores are one-celled structures that can start a new fungus. They help the fungus to spread to new locations and to survive when conditions are bad for growth. Morels produce spores in a layer, usually on the upper or outer surface of the cap. Wind or rain can move the spores. Most morels have a sponge-like or bell-shaped cap. They tend to be cream to brown in color. Their stalk is hollow. There are several types of morels. Cup morels grow in woodland soil. They do not have a stalk, and their cap is flattened like a disc. Other morels have a cap with deep pits that give a spongy look. They appear in spring in woodland areas, although a few can be found in grassy areas and old orchards too. People like morels so much because they are good to eat. They are also fun to find. The three main types that people look for are the common or yellow morel, the black morel, and the half-free morel. A word of caution is in order for anyone who finds mushrooms, including morels. If you cannot positively identify a mushroom, do not eat it. There are some other fungi that resemble morels, and they should not be eaten. They do not have a hollow stalk. Morels always have a hollow stalk. All morels should be thoroughly cooked before being eaten. For adults who may be watching, morels can cause poisoning, especially if consumed along with alcoholic beverages. Black morels are the earliest morels to appear in Illinois each year. They may pop up as early as mid-March in southern Illinois. They have a dark cap. The cap does not hang free where it meets the stalk. The common or yellow morel has a gray or yellow cap. The cap connects directly with the hollow stalk. These morels start appearing in early April in southern Illinois. Half-free morels have this name because the lower edge of the cap is not connected to the stalk. The hollow spaces on the cap are more like vertical divisions than the pits on the cap of the black and common morels. The stalk may contain granules. Before hunting morels, you must ask permission from the property owner and follow any rules for the site. We cannot cover all of the guidelines for every property owner. In Illinois, it is legal to search for morels in state parks, but the morels must be for personal use only and cannot be sold. You must also follow site-specific rules. For example, on state parks where wild turkey hunting is allowed, you will not be able to start looking for morels until after 1 p.m. It is not legal to take morels from Illinois nature preserves. Where should you look for morels in woodlands? It's difficult to say. Sometimes they seem to be associated with certain tree species, and other times they are not. They may appear year after year in the same location, then the next year they will be absent. How should you pick a morel when you find one? It doesn't matter. Some people pull them up, others cut them off at the soil level, others cut them off under the soil. Leaving a piece of the stalk is no guarantee that another morel will appear there the next year. The stalk will disintegrate quickly. The morels grow from the body of the fungus and it is underground. When conditions are right, it will send up more morels somewhere along its body. If you slice morels off underground, you may find that you get dirt inside the stalk, making them harder to clean before eating them. You may want to consider leaving a few morels undisturbed, though, so that they have a chance to produce and spread their spores. The fun of finding morels is discovering them and making your own theories to test in the years to come. Once you find a morel, you'll be back again, and we'll have stories to tell.